Good afternoon, and welcome to Business Solution Partners' first webinar presentation with our partner, Bill.com. Today, we're speaking about how your finance team can transition to a more adaptable operational paradigm by adopting financial automation techniques to reduce labor needs, increase accuracy, and process accounts payable with ease. I think I can speak for a lot of companies right now when I say the current economic upheaval is somewhat chaotic. Finance teams the world over are scrambling to understand the impact of a global pandemic, a possible impending recession, unprecedented unemployment, and an uncertain political and regulatory climate. With this presentation, we seek to provide you with some of the tools for your toolbox to help you and your company navigate the ever-changing financial landscape and ensure uninterrupted business operations. Before we begin, I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce today's webinar team and go over some housekeeping notes. This webinar is brought to you by Business Solution Partners. BSP has a 30-year history of providing high-level financial and operational consulting and technology-based solutions to mid-market and enterprise companies in all 50 states. We are a 5-star Oracle NetSuite solution provider partner, an Adaptive Insights Gold partner, a HubSpot Gold partner, and recently partnered with Bill.com to bring you more best-in-class fintech solutions. We represent a wide variety of software and process solutions supported by training to ensure that your company succeeds in the modern business environment. We're a global software consultancy with a local presence in your backyard. From our humble beginnings with a single office in New York, we've expanded our footprint across the U.S. to include offices in Costa Mesa, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, all in California, as well as Stamford, Connecticut, Deerfield Beach, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, Minneapolis, Bozeman, Montana, Wyckoff, New Jersey, Henderson, Nevada, Western Virginia, the list goes on. We're moving business forward with a tech stack designed for growth. Our consultants and professional service providers support the NetSuite community with implementations, integrations, custom development, training, and support. We work with Oracle NetSuite in conjunction with Adaptive Insights and HubSpot to help companies transform their approach to market. And we love sharing educational and informative content with our growing audience. I personally encourage you to check out our YouTube channel and LinkedIn page. Be sure to like and subscribe to receive regular updates, including access to white papers, webinars, blog posts, and much more. We've made it really easy by providing you some custom links. Just type in our web address, www.bspny.com/YouTube or /LinkedIn to be taken directly to our social pages. My name is Craig Cook. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for Business Solution Partners. Our thought leader today is Bill.com's Senior Manager for Channel Partnerships, Mitchell Yee. And as always, a shout out to our webinar coordinator and NetSuite account manager, Michelle Coronelli. On behalf of the entire team assembled here today, I'd like to welcome you. All right, I think we're ready to get started. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce Mitchell Yee. Mitchell has tremendous experience in the SaaS fintech world, amassing a wealth of knowledge in his over 15-year career. Consistently a top sales performer for Bill.com, Mitchell truly understands customer needs and can clearly communicate the value that Bill.com's platform affords users. Mitchell, I think our audience is ready to dive into the topic of the day, so I'm going to pass screen control over to you. Let's get started.
Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. Thank you for the introduction again. As Craig said, my name is Mitchell. I am the Senior Manager for Channel Partnerships, and I'm going to be talking about Bill.com, transforming to an adaptable finance organization. First, we're going to learn a little bit about Bill.com, give you a little bit of background and understanding of who Bill.com is as a company. Bill.com is a leader in AP automation, connecting with great software components like Oracle NetSuite, and we are the only partner, bill payment partner solution with CPA.com. Our founder, Rene Lessert, is a serial entrepreneur. He's a fourth-generation entrepreneur who has run many businesses and saw firsthand how businesses can struggle with the automation of AP, whether you will be an SMB or mid-market or enterprise solution. There's definitely better ways to automate the accounts payable solution. Over 70% of the top 100 accounting firms utilize Bill.com today. Not only that, but thousands of other accounting firms utilize Bill.com to streamline the AP process between them and their clients, saving them thousands of hours annually. In addition to 70% of the top 100 accounting firms, we have leading U.S. financial institutes using Bill.com as well. We move over $70 billion processed annually, and we have millions paying and getting paid through Bill.com. In today's AP process, is very inefficient. It's very manual based, human prone, errors happen all the time. And it's just not an efficient way to track things. So when bills come in, they come in by mail, they come in by email, and they're kind of all over the place and sit in inboxes or on the desk for long periods of time. Especially in today's society, everything really kind of needs to be automated. It needs to be able to have a single repository for collecting all bills and a single platform to be able to track, how bills are routed for approval, automations with them, and very simply, easily understanding payments and reconciling. And today's process with AP is really none of that. Everything is very manual. You have to maybe call someone by phone and get an approval, or you have to track them down if you sent an email a few days ago to understand why they haven't approved it. And then getting checks signed or printing checks is tedious now. You can't go out. Everyone's stuck at home with the work from home, and it's hard to schedule a time for someone to be able to print checks and mail them out. And if you're doing it from your home, there's lots of security risk and fraud involved in that. So with Bill.com, what we can do is change this into 4 simple steps and solutions. We have the ability to capture invoices through a single repository for your company. So all invoices go into Bill.com. We can also receive help with purchase orders and match bills to those purchase orders. And so with Bill.com, with a single repository, documents are captured, and we use IVA, artificial intelligence called Intelligent Virtual Assistant, or IVA for short, that will actually help code the bills in real time. So within seconds of a bill being emailed in by a vendor, maybe drag and drop by yourself into the system, within seconds, the information will be read. I'd also capture errors to help eliminate any duplicate entries of bills as well. And it automatically can help route to approvers. So assigning the correct approvers based on vendor bills, so they can approve from anywhere, including our award-winning mobile application. And you can pay from anywhere. So with a single click of a button, whether it's on your mobile phone, at your home computer, you can actually make payments. You can make domestic ACH payments, international wires, virtual card, and check payments with all one click through Bill.com. No longer having to print and sign checks, eliminating any potential fraud that happens within check payments or having to share ACH information with another company. This will eliminate all of that for you. And one of the top things is our reconciliation. So with automatic syncs with NetSuite, your system is never out of date. It's always up to date with Bill.com. So with automatic syncs, everything entered into Bill.com will flow back to NetSuite, so you can run your financials from there. Some of Bill.com platform benefits is really you get to gain visibility and insight. In today's world, we really need to understand that visibility. You have to have that insight. We have to have an understanding of how your organization is going to spend cash and have cash flow, for today and tomorrow and foreseeable future. You can keep everything in sync. Bill.com's automated sync updates your accounting system, so you and your team just enter the payments once and they're done. It's fast and accurate. It's really simplistic. Maintain oversight. Stay on top of cash flow and spend with automated process and accurate data that gives you confidence in your financial stewardship and process oversight. And reduce risk. Apply financial process controls, approval workflows, and separation of duties to your AP process to protect you and your organization's assets. Bill.com is a company that has what's called our MTLs, or money transmission license. These money transmission licenses are compliant with all states. So it gives you the ability to have confidence that Bill.com can move money throughout all 50 states within the US and make international payments as well without any type of security or fraud risk. Some of you are probably asking, why would I automate with Bill.com? With Bill.com, you can keep on insight. Keep hitting, insights and overview. You get to keep an eye on cash and decide which bills should be paid from anywhere. So making it easy to be anywhere you are, having the ability to decide which bills need to be paid. The single invoice repository, IVA, our intelligent virtual assistant, captures and enters key invoice data for bill processing. Makes it really simple, eliminates human error, eliminates the need to go out and receive mail, have different ways of receiving information, so it makes it simplistic. Automation, automatic reminders for non-accounting approvers, see every bill and its status in one place. So we have an overview site that gives you the ability to see which approver has which bills for how long they've had them for, and you get to also message within the application. So over 8,000 messages are done every day in the Bill.com application to ask colleagues about a bill and receive proper approval before even approving, making sure services were completed or items were received. It all can be done within Bill.com. And payments. Most people have to go to multiple places for payments. Go to a bank, enter in international wire payments or even wire payments through their online banking, maybe even ACH. Then they'll print checks from their software and print it out, mail it out. So you're utilizing multiple systems to do payments, where you can do payments all in one spot. So international wires, ACH, virtual card, check payments, all can be done with Bill.com. Checks and all payments are done within Bill.com, so there's no checks to reconcile. So none of the tedious month-end bank statement versus what's outstanding, what has cleared. Any payments that go through Bill.com will be reconciled within NetSuite. Easier audits. Because we are partnered with CPA.com and the AICPA, you get to give auditors access to Bill.com as a read-only. And because everything is a single repository in Bill.com, what used to take weeks, months, in some cases, can now very easily take half the amount of time with auditors. And it only takes 5 minutes to teach an auditor how to use Bill.com. Go into 3 separate places, look at the bill, the audit trail, all documents are automatically attached with it, including payment and remittance info. So it gives the auditors one single place to be and eliminates the need to go ahead and look into filing cabinets or go into the accounting software, pull out different records. It's all in one area. Bill.com is designed with privacy and security in mind. So as you're automating your processes and looking into cloud solutions, artificial intelligence, trying to help with the timing of moving from the work from home, how can you be sure that the systems you're using are secure? So Bill.com not only partners with the top financial institutes to provide our solution for their business clients, but we safeguard client data. So data is transit and encrypted using industrial standard transport layer security, prevent theft. So we eliminate paper checks. Not only if they go out through Bill.com, we provide positive pay, we mask your account and routing number. So if checks get intercepted, our banks are the first to know, and we're the first to know to help prevent any type of fraud that could ever happen to you. And they won't have your checks, they won't have your account and routing number. Be secure on the go. So with secure access to data mobile devices, we have to be compliant with all banking regulations. Support for Touch ID, passcode authentication, multi-factor authentication, all of that is done, through Bill.com and placing it on your mobile phone for having access anywhere at any time. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into the product demo, give you a little understanding of what Bill.com looks like at a high level. When you first log into Bill.com, you're going to see an overview page. And this overview page gives you a 100-foot view of what is going on within accounts payable and even accounts receivable. From anywhere from a 100-foot view of bills to pay that are due in the next 7 days, overdue, due in the 7+ days, to approvers, everyone from who has a bill, how many days they've had it, between 0 to 5 days, 6 to 10, greater than 10. All of that is going to be in here. And if you needed to dive down into anything, you simply click on their active links and continue to go dive down to see which bills those are for the approvers or which bills you need to pay, All of that can be done here and on your mobile phone. Where everything really starts is with IVA. So I'd like to introduce you to IVA. It's your intelligent virtual assistant. It is an artificial intelligence. So current and future usage, IVA takes a look at the bill and within seconds, auto enters invoice data for you, captures data from your invoices and starts the bill creation process in real time. And it learns from your process and preferences. So as the system is utilized, IVA gets more intelligent and actually learns about your process and helps you code the bills more accurately and get them off to the right approvers faster. IVA also matches to purchase orders. So purchase orders that reside inside of NetSuite will be matched to the bill inside of Bill.com, allowing you to do a two-way match. It links multiple PO line items to one or many invoices. PO line items are auto-pulled with correct info. IVA autofills the PO number, amount, balance, all the POs with dedicated dashboard. POs auto-close out on the accounting system as well once it's paid in full. So Bill.com not only aligns this bill image and all the coding detailing with that purchase order information inside of NetSuite, but we will also push that back into NetSuite, showing there's an open payable, and also close it out once it's paid. So a little bit on that purchase order workflow with IVA, it's going to look a little like this. So purchase orders are created in NetSuite and easily matched with the invoices in Bill.com. So match bills to multiple PO line items from one system. PO number and line items are auto-filled in. They can get routed for approval, and then payment. So pay accurately knowing purchase orders and invoices are aligned in the same system. Sync linked PO and bills back to Oracle NetSuite. POs automatically close out once paid in full. So that's kind of a simplistic, easy four-step process that we have within Bill.com to keep everything there. Looks like we have a couple questions here that I'll go ahead and answer. So one of them is, as I keep talking about NetSuite, one of the questions is, what accounting software does Bill.com integrate with? SAP, Great Plains, Mass, QuickBooks, I think that is. So we do integrate with a couple of softwares. Some of the softwares that we have automatic syncs with are going to be your QuickBooks, so Intuit, QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Desktop, as well as NetSuite. We also integrate through a CSV flat file for any Microsoft products, SAP products as well. We also will do a CSV import-export flat file. Another question is, are we working on W-9 info capture and checking compliance? So currently you can absolutely do unlimited document storage of W-9s within Bill.com, but we are not receiving any W-9s directly into Bill.com from the vendor.
Excellent. There was also one other question that I answered in text. Carol asked, when is the right time to automate AP? My response was right now, and I don't think there's ever really a wrong time, but I did want to check in with you on that. Is there any, process or time of the year or, close period that might not be the best time to implement? Or is it really the type of thing that we can just, no matter what cycle you're in, no matter what quarter, no matter what close period you're in, starting the process now is the right time?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. And so there's a couple of trigger events that I think we see very common with companies looking at Bill.com. I think one of the biggest things is as a company grows and increases, the growth of the company, whether it's employees are growing with it and sales are increasing, is how do you keep the back office, or how do you keep the spend at a minimum? And so if you are seeing that the company is growing and you're potentially needing to hire individuals to help with more tasks that are being done on the back office, that's a great time to look at automation, and see if you can free up time for those employees that you currently have to not only eliminate having to hire additional headcount, but also free up time for those individuals to have more strategic tasks, within the company as it grows. So instead of spending, maybe 2 to 3 hours a week or more, at a minimum, so maybe they're spending 8 hours a week, free up that time in half, put it down to 4, maybe even less, and allow them to work on more strategic tasks. So those are things, at a high level to kind of start with. Some other things are too as well, just fraud prevention and check writing and doing duplicate entry into a bank. Those are all going to be things that you would want to eliminate through automation and process as well. So those are some simpler things to kind of look at. If you're doing checks and you're kind of tired of signing checks, or you've ever been hit with fraud before, now it's a great time to look at Bill.com. And I think now more than ever, if you aren't working in the office and you are, at home, and you're thinking about your employees and their safety, and you're doing manual tasks by following and tracking emails, calling people over the phone, trying to schedule time with them to understand if this bill should be paid, I think the best thing to do is definitely automate into a cloud space like this, and look into, AP automation, because all of it can be done all within Bill.com. So I think those are a couple of things to also, look at. As far as timing, it takes Bill.com only a few hours to get you synced with NetSuite, and we can have your team, your AP team, your back office team trained based on availability in under a week. We can have you up and running, not only syncing with NetSuite and trained in a week. So that's something too to kind of think about. So I don't know if there really is ever a bad time. I will always say that closing of books always takes priority over everything else. So maybe plan for, implementing Bill.com right after, the close of a period or close of a month. That way you don't interrupt your, the close cycle for you.
Excellent. Thank you, Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. And so as I was talking about IVA, this is where everything starts with IVA. So IVA does a lot of capturing of information. This is where it all starts. And as you can see on the screen, we got a lot of images in here sent in straight from a vendor via email. So you have a dedicated email address for vendors to send AP bills. You can drag and drop those bills as well. You can upload those bills from a computer, so they can all be repository in the single repository right here within Bill.com. IVA automatically catches duplicate vendors as well. So it makes it very easily available right here, all in one place, catching duplicate invoices, let you know if it had a hard time reading anything, and it will automatically, show if you click on that invoice, it'll automatically show you that invoice and how it aligns the information it read to the fields that are very important, like your invoice number, your purchase order number, invoice date, due date, any type of GL accounts used, whether it's a department, a location, customer job, class, any of that information in here will have all that on here for you. And it's going to learn as it goes along. So it's only going to help populate more of that information that is vital to it. It will also help with approval process. So as it learns your approval process, it's going to automatically put those approvers on the bill. So someone who typically enters all this information in very manually into, whether it's accounting software and a spreadsheet, is now going to realize it's cut probably 75% of that off. And it's more of a review process before you get it out to the approvers. With approval, you can see lots of things within here, and the approver gets to see not only bill information, maybe there's an email with it as well that had some important information. They get to see the bill image, the email with it. They also get to see all the coding and detailing with it, and they can have collaborative messages. So all the collaborative messages are in here that allow you to, collaborate between team members, whether on the bill for approval or not. As long as they have access to Bill.com, you can ask them a question and make sure it gets answered. Bill.com messages those people with your question, whether it's a notification on the phone or it's by email, it'll automatically notify those people so they can respond to you so you can get the bill approved in a timely manner. It looks like we have a few more questions on here. One of the things, the questions here is, about a not-for-profit pricing, so 501c3. Allison, I'd love to answer that question maybe offline for you and discuss, kind of your situation and where you're at. We definitely have the ability to take care of our clients in very unique ways. And we do understand with COVID out there, individuals, even nonprofits are struggling quite a bit. So I'd love to answer that offline for you if I can. Let's see. There's another one that says from Lisa, I had an issue converting to Bill.com because a couple of columns we added in QuickBooks Enterprise do not sync from Bill.com to QuickBooks. I was told to reverse the product. Reverse sync product is coming out where I would continue to enter my bills in QuickBooks and then sync from QuickBooks to Bill.com. So Lisa, love to give you more detail about that. The answer is yes. We will be releasing an update to the QuickBooks sync. Currently, just so individuals know, NetSuite has a bidirectional sync where it doesn't matter where you create the bill, it will flow into the other system. So if you create it in Bill.com, it flows into NetSuite, and if you create it in NetSuite, it flows into Bill.com. QuickBooks only has a one-way sync of open payables, which is Bill.com to QuickBooks. We will be changing that to be a bidirectional sync, a two-way sync. So that will happen where QuickBooks will be able to flow open payables in there. So that will happen within there. And Lisa, we can answer more of those questions for you too as well offline, but I did want to answer that one question. We do have that coming up. I don't know the exact date. So kind of going back to approvals, we can do this from anywhere. So approvals can be done anywhere in the mobile application. You get to see all the bills that you have in your name for approval. For this approver, I get to click on that information, see all the expenses and GL accounts, as well as the image of the bill, and I can leave messages or ask questions about the bill before I approve it and get answers in a timely fashion as well. So all of that can be done not only on the computer, but anywhere you are on the go. And payments are easy. As bills go through your process and you have an approval process, they go through the approval, they get approved based on the approvers, maybe based on dollar amount rules. You also have the ability to see all of those bills in here. And instead of having to log into a bank to issue ACH or wire transfers or print out a check, all of it's right here. And with a single click of a button, you can pay your vendors by check, ACH, international wire, virtual card, all within Bill.com. And as you look at the screen, we have estimated arrival dates, we have payment dates, and we have what type of payment is going out. So even before you make these payments, you'll know. And it's very easy to get vendors to switch from check to ACH. With our network of millions of members, we have that network that will allow you to connect those vendors already in our network. And if they're not in our network, we make it very easy and secure for you to have them enter the information into a secure portal that allows them to put their own banking information encrypted and everything within to it, so you can pay them, by ACH or even international wire payments. One of the last things here to talk about is our audit. So as I mentioned, audits are easier. Imagine a place where in 2 or 3 clicks, an auditor can go and see not only the bill image, coding and detailing as well, and who did what at what time, along with payment remittance info, front and back image of a check, ACH payment remittance info, wire transfer information, all in one spot. So all of it would be here and dated and timestamped timelines as well. So they have all that information here. Our
Mitchell,
automation and process.
Let me jump in here for a second. So DeSandro in the chat is wondering if you're going to discuss how coding of invoices is entered. Do you have an example for us, or can you quickly describe the process for coding?
Yeah, so kind of how bills are coded. How do we know what bills are being coded, or to code what bills to what GL account, or maybe what class or department, I think is probably her question. So IVA, within IVA, the process will be initially first syncing and allowing Bill.com to connect with NetSuite. And with NetSuite, we'll pull over some information. In Bill.com, we start to learn how bills are being coded. So if you were to put, specific GL account like office supplies and put that to, a finance team where the IT team is office supplies, and you put the dollar amount, the department, maybe even a location because you have multi-entities. That information is stored and saved, and so next time a bill would come in, that information is remembered. And if any of that information needs to be changed, when you see that and review that bill or another bill from that vendor, you can easily make those changes, and the system starts to understand that, hey, these are now the two potential locations and two potential different departments that this could go to, and start to help populate that information for the next time.
Awesome.
So the system will start to learn.
So the platform may be a little bit more manual up front as you're teaching it, how you do business. And then IVA should start, auto coding, but you always have oversight over the choices that IVA's made, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Awesome.
That is correct. Yes.
One other question came in. So if you're working with international clients, how can we get their wiring instructions into the system? Is there a way to trigger an email or some type of invite to give them either some self-service or to just make sure that we've captured that information?
So yes, there's a couple things within there. So within Bill.com, as you select the country or currency that it's going to be in, we will help populate the specific IBAN number or specific number that goes to it, which will allow you to also be able to, when you need to pay that vendor, make sure that a notification is sent to them to fill out their information on it. So that is something that we can do as well. Looks like another question about international payments about Puerto Rico. I'm going to have to take that one offline. I don't know the answer to that one, but it's asking how can I get around the platform recognizing Puerto Rico as an international wire as opposed to an ACH. At this moment, I don't know the answer to that one. That's something we can take offline, or maybe if I could direct you to utilizing chat, our support chat, by just logging in, clicking on support, and starting a live web chat. And all of our support is based in the US, and they should be available every day from 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, for live chat.
Awesome. Yeah, I was actually just on live chat on Bill.com to get a little clarity on a question that was asked, and boy, did they answer quickly. So I can attest to that.
Right. And so just a little bit about from Bill.com and some of our customers, and it looks like one more question came in here. And so it's asking, are the bills paid from our bank account or yours? So I'll try to make this as easy as possible of an answer. We debit the funds from your account directly from a Bill.com account. So Bill.com will debit the funds from your account. So only when you're paying bills, you will ever only see Bill.com debit the funds from your account. When the bills are paid on that date, we call it a process date that you tell us to pay that bill. That's when we debit the funds from your account and make the method of payment selected, whether it's a check, an ACH, a wire transfer on that specific date. So within that process, the information does come from our bank to your vendors. The checks, what it does is it masks your account and routing number when it's mailing out from ours. It also provides the ability to do positive pay, so all the securities are in place. But the best thing about it is the checks look like they are coming from you. So on the checks, they have your information, they have your vendor's information. The only difference is it has the Bill.com's account and routing number. So that way it no longer makes you susceptible to fraud. So it's a combination, but all the payments come from our bank account. So we have, thousands of customers that benefit from Bill.com today. And we also, have thousands of NetSuite customers in particular that also utilize Bill.com. And as you can see from the slide, lots of small customers to lots of mid-market customers to even larger customers on here as well. So just many different sizes of companies in all different spaces and industries can utilize Bill.com. And, kind of to piggyback off this, we have finance software Powerhouse scales with Bill.com. So, everyone's pretty familiar with Quicken. So Quicken uses NetSuite and Bill.com together. And so Gary Hornbeek, corporate controller, just a quote from him, the Bill.com implementation was unbelievably simple. You can start using it immediately, and combining it with NetSuite is seamless. So it kind of goes to the point of the question, when is a good time to be on Bill.com? Implementation is very easy, 2 hours within a week. We can get you fully trained as well in utilizing it. So it makes it very simplistic to do and easy. And so there's, if you need to start automating now, we can do it. Whether you're working from home or, in the office, we can help you do that. And last, kind of as closing, I just want to, say Bill.com is committed to your success. So we're an all-in-one AP automation, document management, artificial intelligence, approval workflows, controls, payments, mobile app, all in a single cloud system. Trusted Earn as a public company. So we went public back in December, and we're on the New York Stock Exchange. Our ticker is BILL. So we go through the most scrutiny and audits you can imagine to make sure everything is safe. A proven accounting system syncs and integrations, so thousands of NetSuite customers saving time on AP today, and thousands of other customers, utilizing Bill.com in general. We can go live in days, so implementation and training in 1 week or less. And we have world-class support, US-based support teams available via multiple channels, and you can also decide to add premium support for enhanced services as well. And that gives you the ability to have a direct support representative dedicated to you. I know I've been answering questions along the way, but I'll give a moment here to open it up for more questions that might happen within here and see if I can answer any questions for you.
All right. Well, thank you, Mitchell, for a great presentation. I'll take this moment to just again give you a big thank you, and I'll start a round of applause even though we're on silent. Our attendees can applaud as well if you'd like for a great presentation. Thanks, Michelle. And yeah, if you have any questions still burning in your minds, feel free to find that Q&A panel over there, and we're going to keep this going live for just a few more minutes. So as I mentioned before, Business Solution Partners is partnered with Bill.com to provide you with these solutions. Should you need anything, you can get directly in touch with Mitchell over at Bill.com, or you can contact us at Business Solution Partners. Feel free to call, visit our website, and get in touch and tell us you'd like to learn more information about AP automation, and we'll help you out. DeSandro mentioned that he or she missed the first 15 minutes of the conversation. We will be sending out a recording as well as a copy of the PowerPoint presentation deck to all of our participants today. And we'll send that out in a PDF so you don't have to have PowerPoint in order to view it. Thank you back to Mounty for attending today and taking part in this, and we appreciate your feedback. Allison, definitely will connect with you about the nonprofit issue. And Lisa, thanks for checking out the chat there and your appreciation of Bill.com. I hope that the syncing issue is addressed or is being addressed in the near future. And, I understand for a smaller organization, the licensing cost per approver may have been an issue with you. Let's have a conversation. Let's get together and have a conversation. I think Mitchell can provide some guidance on that, and we can figure out the best way to deploy for your organization there. All right. Doesn't look like any more messages are coming through the Q&A. We still got attendees in the room. I'm going to give you a few more minutes just to take those last looks here. From all of us at Business Solution Partners to you at home, whether you're work from home or working in the office right now, We appreciate your time today, and I guess we're going to give you 15 minutes back into your hour. So I hope you all enjoy that. Um, just a reminder, check out our YouTube or LinkedIn page. We're running just a tremendous amount of awesome webinars that are focused in on NetSuite, Adaptive, corporate performance management, financial transformation, a wealth of topics that are pertinent to you and your role and to your organization. So connect with us, subscribe, like, do all those wonderful things, and we will see you again very soon, hopefully at our next webinar. Thanks so much for your attendance today, and we look forward to speaking with you.